Yo, Earth to Dork. Hello, are you in there? You're supposed to be tutoring me, not dreaming about Lord knows what.
You got a lot of sleep, you said. You sure you're alright? If you say so. Seems like it's been a month since you've complained about Mrs. Batterman. You doing okay in her class all of a sudden?
Yep, seems like the next day after your complaint and your grade went up by a few points. What is it at now? Hey, that's pretty good. Still wish I had her class though.
Mitchell, she's evil, dragon, mean, remember?
But she's a...
Say the word fox and I swear on everything I'm gonna kick you in the nuts.
Noted. I'm starving. Can we get some food? There's a place literally right there.
Normally I'd say you're always hungry, but I actually agree. I had like a protein bar this morning and that's it.
What? Emily, you're basically starving. Come on, my treat.
Your treat? What's the occasion? Who are you and what have you done with Mitchell?
Well, my dad gave me my monthly cash the other day, so I'm free to use it on food as is intended.
Sure, why not? It's literally right there.
Sweet. And when we're inside, you can help me study. I may have spent a little too much time on Octopath yesterday.
Why am I not surprised? Am I the only one out of all of us that seems to be serious about their future? No offense, babe.
Ouch, if you guys are living together, you'd totally be sleeping on the couch tonight.
Hi, just 3 tonight?
Yep, we prefer a booth too.
Alright, here you are. Your server will be right with you.
Thanks. It's cold in here. Should have brought my jacket. And you should have brought yours so I could steal it from you.
Alright, let me get my papers again. God, I hope I didn't leave my pencil. Turning these in with crayon markings will definitely lose me some points.
Here, borrow mine. In exchange, your jacket.
Crayon it is.
Bitch.
Good afternoon. My name is Zach, and I'll be your server today. Sorry. Just thought I saw a spider on your table there. It's nothing. It's nothing. Anyway, drinks. What can I get you guys to drink today?
Coke, but I'm sure it's not served here, so Pepsi's fine.
Water for me.
And you? Okay then. Hey, real fast, you need to pick up your last check from your last shift, remember?
She worked here?
Sure did! Yeah, sure did, yeah. Right this way. Yeah, no, we'll be right back, yeah. Hey, how you been? You working at that new place? Yeah. What the fuck are you doing here? Ha, eating. Very nice answer. What are you, fucking comedian? What am I doing? Trying on this stupid fucking polo just for fun. I work here, dumbass. What you weren't supposed to know. Point is, you and I cannot be seen around each other. It's gonna raise suspicion. Yes, people are around each other every single day. Look, you're new to this. So, let me give you some advice. You're not supposed to hang out outside of what we do. You got it? Yeah, kind of a bad idea. Yeah. Look, it's a sort of agreement that Ellie and I have. I don't go to school, but I have to work and wear this stupid fucking shirt. It's fucking hideous, I know. Hey, Randy, what's going on, my man? Yeah, just letting her know about how cool these duds are, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, you're crazy, man. Look, Randy, man. Randy! Fucking dick. Alright, look, it's fine. You know, as long as we don't, raise any suspicion, as long as we don't look like we're, supposed to be killing ghouls and shit at night, I think it's fine, right? Are they looking? Yeah, they're looking. Okay. You're funny. Man. Hey, we miss you around here. Yeah. Alright, look. Don't come to this restaurant anymore under any circumstances. Say you got food poisoning, whatever you gotta do. You can't come back here. We cannot be seen together. You understand? Good. Even if the food's good, I don't give a shit. Get it to go. I don't care. You cannot be seen here. Got it? Good. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Hey, like I said, we'd love to have you back anytime you're ready.
When did you work here? Oh, it wasn't very long? Huh.
Be sure to meet up with the employees and the manager later tonight so you can give your uniform back. You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay, great. Anyway, what can I get you guys today?
Angel, you are quite late. I hope you've not been studying. That would be a severe waste of your time considering our deal. Please, sit. We have some time before the hunt begins. The way I see it, you may observe us in our natural environment and see how we do our work. That way you can try your best to see if you can copy it. In the meantime, I suggest you get to know who you'll be working with. Benjamin and I are not much for introductions or giving an autobiography of ourselves, but for what it's worth, I will feed you some trivia. My name is Eleanor Ravencroft. I was born in 1759 just outside of London. I lived in England until 1907 when I took my belongings and moved countries. I decided that it was best if I found a change of scenery. I was blooded into a vampire when I was 25 years old, and have not aged a day since. Being a vampire certainly has its perks. Your body essentially freezes. That means no menstrual cycles. Could you imagine a lifetime without them? On the other hand, there are some drawbacks. We cannot be in the sun, cannot enter churches that are not abandoned, cannot touch holy water or crosses without burning, cannot enter houses or blessed thresholds without being invited in. Oh, and blood. Lots of it. Ah, yes, I did mention being a royal vampire. I do know much about vampires, I being one, so I suppose it's only fair that I be the one to teach you. You see, there are classes of vampire, much like grades on a paper. A rank, B rank, C rank, and D rank. There are a few below D, but those are called ghouls, which are simply vampires who failed the mutation and have no powers, no control over their own bodies. I am A rank, and one of the strongest breeds of them. My specific species is royal vampire. As I said, we have an attunement to magic and require much less blood than other vampires. Our namesake comes from the fact that most vampires are ruled during the days of kings were royal vampires. Because besides the species that no longer exists, we are the only ones who can sprout wings. Do not worry, I will not do so in front of you, only when necessary. Why do we help humans by hunting monsters? I suppose that's a fair question, because in a way I empathize with humans. I used to be one, keep in mind. I do not do it for free. I'm unsure if you have heard of a book series by a Polish author. It is known as The Witcher, a mutated monster hunter who uses his powers for the good of humanity. So long as they are willing to pay the price. Well, this is what I do. We take calls and contracts when required. Precisely. We do care as long as we are paid to. Ah, look at the time. I must be getting ready. I suggest you talk with the others and get to know them as well.
Ah, young angel. Pardon my attire. I tend to dress more casually when dusting. Tending to laundry can get quite tiresome. Yes. Yes, I suppose you will learn that soon enough. Tell me, why have you come to see me? Do you require assistance? Ah, The mistress requests we learn of one another. Well, I know everything I need to from what Master Zechariah and Lady Ravencroft have told me. So if you have a question, you may ask it. How I met the mistress? It is not a very entertaining tale. I met her in 1928. She was on a vacation from class in Northwest Georgia. I had actually flirted with her in a bar. She was mildly amused, but did not accept my advances. Later that evening, I was attacked by someone who had apparently decided that chatting up that woman in a bar was the last mistake I would ever make. And I believe that is something similar to what had happened to you, young angel. But, unlike you, I was not killed. Well, I figured the rest would speak for itself. Miss Ravencroft defended me. I was enamored with her powers, so much so that I wanted to be nothing more than by her side. She granted me my wish, blooding me into a vampire. I am not as near as strong as her, though. I have many restrictions. Several spells and curses cast upon me for disobeying her in the past. I cannot leave this house for any reason. Even going outside into the garden is painful to my skin. I also had my emotions stripped from me, in a sense. I can still feel, but I cannot display them. Do not fret, young angel. It is because of my species. As your bland vampire such as myself is extremely susceptible to magic and spells, our resistance to them is pathetically low. We are primarily a species of servants. I do not mind this. The mistress I serve is one of pure intentions. This chat of ours has been most entertaining. You cannot see it, but I am absolutely thrilled to have spoken with you. However, I must get back to my duties, and if you were to distract me, I would not accomplish them. If you would excuse me. Oh, and if you are walking about the house to learn of your comrades, I do believe Master Zechariah is in his chambers. Ta-ta for now, young angel. Come in.
Oh. Hey, what's up? What are you staring at me for? You good? Look, I know I'm pretty, but please. Okay. Yeah, sure, go ahead, have a seat. So what? Ellie send you in for a little get-to-know-you activity with the class? Oh, that's so cute. Yeah, no, it sounds like her. She's always trying to get a sort of camaraderie where everyone can just be happy with each other and shit. She feels that if you know each other, you have more chemistry, right? Sounds like it'd be a thing. Can you hand me that capsule there? Yeah, thanks. No, it's not important. It's just my vape pen. Want some? No, it's CBD oil. I mean, it won't get you high, but... Alright, suit yourself. So what do you want to know about me? You here for a little interview? Shouldn't you be writing this down? How I met Ellie. Okay, well, a little background. I'm a sword saint. And basically what that is, well, the definition that my dad gave me multiple times, trying to drill it in my head. An ordained warrior, blessed with the light of God, sent to rid this world of evil, or something along those lines. Sounded too cheesy for me. Sounded like something out of Kingdom Hearts or some stupid shit. So I try not to take that too seriously. What I take it as is an unfortunate soul who's been baptized and ordained in order to use swords to kill bitches with razor sharp teeth. Yeah, no, it's not glorious work, but it is what it is. Anyway, met Ellie about when I was 12, so about 9 years ago. I have 5 brothers and 1 sister, and all of us were trained to be sword saints. And Dad had this terrible obsession with pushing on the family business onto us. So all of us kind of got involved with the life in one way or another. And he sent out this sort of public thing. And my dad really favored my eldest brother, Sam. And now I get along with all of my siblings, Sam included. But he loved Sam more than anybody. Sam was also the best. So it struck me as odd when he said that when they found a vampire, a high-level one, a royal vampire, he said that I was the best one for the job. That didn't make any sense to me, because I wasn't the best at anything related to being a sword saint. Reconnaissance, that was Susan, because she was the calmest and the smartest. When it came to combat, it was obviously Sam. When it came to brewing potions and actually blessing, I would say Darren was probably the best at that. Point is, I wasn't the best at anything. So for him to say I was the best, I wanted to believe it. I was 12, I just wanted my dad to be proud of me. So I went. The vampire happened to be Eleanor Ravencroft. So I attacked her, of course. And she completely subdued me without effort. She destroyed me. And honestly, if she just tried a little bit harder, she probably would have killed me. Scary thought. Yeah, she probably should have. Well, at least knowing how I act now. Too late, though. I got her once, across the collarbone. If you look now, the scar will still be there. Permanent sort of signature on her. So I ended up getting knocked out. About a day later, I woke up to see her next to me, wringing out a rag, putting it over my forehead, with Benjamin with a towel in the corner. Now, Benny was creeping me out, because he was just staring at me. But Ellie seemed a little bit more serene, a little bit more relaxed. I didn't know why. She just got out of a fight with me. I mean, granted, yes, she destroyed me, but it was strange. She took care of me until I got better. And I didn't fight it because I knew that if I pulled the wrong move, I would have died. So I followed her around after I kind of got better, and I wanted to see how she would do with life, you know what I mean? Just to see. And she did more for people and humans than she did for herself. She told me that not all monsters are evil. That's why she doesn't like being lumped with monsters. She feels as though she's earned her keep and that she deserves a more honorable title. I gotta agree. That's how I met her. I was sent to kill her, and she didn't kill me. Why'd my dad send me? I've had a few suspicions over the years, but the one I've arrived at is the one I'm still sticking with now. Kinda thought about this ever since I was 16. I think he sent me to die. I wanted to dismiss that so much when I was younger, 13, 14. I tried to push the thought out of my head so much. I just never came home because I wanted to understand Ellie even more and more. She was just so fascinating, you know what I mean? Like who thinks of a vampire as somebody who hunts down monsters for humans? That's just insane. On the other hand, I wanted to believe it because she was very, very nice to me. At least, you know, during the start. I mean, as nice as she can be. Look, despite her cold exterior, she's a good woman. I was sent to die. I was sent to die by my dad. Because he knew that if I died, not only would a St. John die, my family, I would have basically caused a war because I was a 12-year-old hunter. A 12-year-old boy killed by a vampire would have set everything off. And he knew that. He knew. But he just wanted to win. And he didn't care if he had to sacrifice a kid to do it. Ever since I've kind of come to that realization, I've avoided going home. Kind of awkward to see him. He knows I'm alive. And he knows I'm with her. And he just doesn't care. But that's alright. Ever since, you know, my mom passed away, I would say he's been like that. And oh no, it's okay. It was must have been like 7 or 8. It's okay. He's just been hard ass. So that's my life. Well, Ellie keeps me around, one, because I'm eye candy. No, I'm kidding. She keeps me around because, one, I'm able to help her on her hunts. I'm good with a sword. So, yeah. And, I don't know if you know this. They can't enter... Okay. Say you're the owner of a household. You actually have power over that threshold. It has been bestowed upon you. You can control when monsters enter it. And since Ellie is technically a monster, she can't cross thresholds. Yeah, I'm tired. Don't worry about it. She can't cross them. Houses, abandoned buildings, churches, nothing. But, me being a sword saint, I'm ordained. Therefore, I have a little manipulation over the seals of the thresholds. Because since I am certified and... God, what would be the word? Since I'm qualified to exorcise demons and shit like that. By the way, demons don't exist. So, there's one thing off your mind. Don't worry. You're not going to get possessed by any... Well, you might get possessed by a... You know what? Don't worry about that. Anyway, you will notice that to exercise, I kind of need to have control over the threshold. If I control the threshold, I can basically allow Ellie in and out of places. So all I gotta do is walk in a place, say, Ellie, would you like to come in? And bada bing, she's in. I think that's about 95% of the reason she keeps me around. If it wasn't for that, I'm pretty sure she would have killed me by now. Okay, maybe not kill. Maim. Definitely. Maim, tie me up, leave in her basement, and probably forget about me. No, wait. Maim, tie me up, put me underwater with my hands behind my back, blindfolded, upside down, in space, twice. That's about what she would have done, I would say. Yeah. Oh, that? No, feel free to mess with it. Just don't cut yourself. Well, it doesn't really matter because you're human, so it won't affect you too much. That's my sword, Ophelia. Beautiful piece of art. Yeah, it's a katana. I don't really speak Japanese at all, really. I speak a little Latin, enough, you know, but I don't speak Japanese. I use the katana because it's lighter. It's easier to swing with one hand than a broadsword. So I just kind of, I like the katana because it's, you know, it's thinner. It has nothing to do with it being Japanese or anything like that. It's just ease of access, usability. Yeah, Ophelia. Well, that's not actually the real name for the sword. Actually, it's called Kiraiha Yoshitsune. And that's hard to remember. Took me a while. Had to read it like 14 times. And also, the blacksmith yelled at me every time I called it anything else. Yeah, he gave it to me. Honestly, that sword is a little out of my league. Should have been bestowed upon somebody a little bit more prolific. Who knows? Maybe he didn't make a mistake. Maybe I'm just waiting for my big break. Right, Goose? Yeah, Goose. Oh yeah, I forget, you can't read my mind. Yeah, I'm so used to hanging around vampires and witches and Eleanor, she has a problem. Yeah, go ahead and put that down. Yeah, just right there. That's fine. Eleanor has a problem with being selective with people. She plays this sort of sick game of like duck, duck, goose. And she says duck to all of the qualified, experienced individuals, human beings that would be qualified to work with us. Yet for some ungodly reason, she says goose to people like you. People with no experience whatsoever, but just because you're young and you have no talent, or habits, or anything that would lean your anything towards any direction. She wants somebody who's a fresh slate. So she picks people like you. And that's not a knock on you for the no talent, but let's face it. You don't have talent for this. I can tell because you're not a killer. You don't have the killer's instinct. So, I think that it's important for you to understand the level of playing field you're in. This is hard, what we do. It's hard. Harder than you can imagine. People that weren't born into this, there's a reason. Because they weren't bred for it. You weren't. So, I don't think that you should be here. But you're obviously not going to leave. If you were, you would have done it by now. Now, I don't have anything against you. I don't hate you or anything like that. Don't get ahead of yourself. But I do think that you should think very carefully about if you want a future in this or not. Nice to meet you too. Anyway, it's bedtime for me. Actually, could you make me a note? Your favorite flower and your preferred wood. Because let's be honest, between Ellie and Ben, I'm most suited to plan your funeral. I'm sentimental like that.
Just a sec. Oh, hey. Come in. You're kinda early, so I don't mind. More time with you. Aren't you sweet? Are you just conveniently forgetting you came over here specifically to study? A charmer as always. Here, come sit up the table for us. I know. I cleaned off all my bowls and cups just for you. If this isn't true love, then shoot me. Yeah, no, just had a little TV on in the background. Just been doodling while I wait. Yeah, sure, take a look. Gotta get my homework anyways. Mitchell? I haven't heard from him. Why? Probably just playing video games or looking hentai or something. Sounds like he's not gonna be joining us. So, did you have the batter today? I haven't heard you complain about her in a while. Something just finally clicked and you just get it. See? If you just tried, I knew you could do it. Now I can start telling everyone that my girlfriend isn't so dumb after all. Aw, don't get me that face. You know I'm kidding. Alright, so what exactly do you need help with? History? Oh, alright. Well, get your papers out and I'll see what I can do. I don't have that class, but I'm sure with little Emily magic, I can help out. Alright. Huh. This is a bit confusing, but... Okay, no, I get it. So, basically... No, go ahead. Might be your mom or something.
Yo, Goose, back to home base. You need to be here for a, team meeting. Yeah, it's important. Hurry up.
What's up? Was it your mom? Oh god, is she okay? Okay, good. Well, if you gotta go, then we can do this another time. Babe, relax. Don't worry about it, just go. I will see you tomorrow. Get rid of that face. It's not like you're intentionally leaving or hiding something, right? Love you. I'll talk to you later, okay? Tell her I hope she feels better.
Yeah, come in. Don't worry, I didn't call your ass here so you can do dishes. Well, I actually think you'll want to be here for this. Oh, you were with your girlfriend? Well, sorry, Your Highness. Pussy comes second. And I didn't realize how crude that sounded until after I said it, but you live and you learn. Okay, smartass, listen up. Remember the night you were killed by that freak with a stake? Goofy looking dude thinking he'd running around with a cool ass stick about a month back. I know, right? I really ought to narrow it down. Happens all the time, right? Anyway, Ellie killed him. At least, that's what I thought. No, she spared him. And he's awake. Albeit I'm sure he wishes he wasn't. Goose, meet your murderer. Fuck. What the fuck have you done to me?
A simple but effective teleportation spell. I removed your stomach acid from your body. It explains why you feel so rough.
Why did you do that? Why not just stab me?
This is worse. Without stomach acid, you cannot digest food. Therefore, you cannot absorb the nutrients. It is the ultimate hell. You can also be force-fed food, but it'll just sit in your stomach, and the more you eat, the further it will stretch. You cannot digest it, so you begin starving to death, and your stomach will not take very much stretching in one sitting. We made sure to feed you a little bit before this conversation, so we have a head start.
I'm gonna fucking die. Yep. But since we're nice and special and sexy hosts, we'll do you a solid. You see, I'm a sword saint. Therefore, I'm forbidden to use guns and shit in combat. However, I see it as a mercy killing when the target is like this, so I'm able to bend the rules just enough. So you answer a few trivia questions for us. I'll be more than willing to end it for you nice and quick. God, I don't have much of a choice, do I? No, you'd agree. Yo, Benny, can we get a tarp, disinfectant, a few rags, that barrel in the garage, and some hydrofluoric acid?
Of course, Master Zachariah. I will acquire these items quickly.
Oh, Goose, this is going to be nasty, so we'll do the deed when you're out of the room. You don't got to clean up the first blood spill. But you're going to have to take over for Benjamin on dusting and the bathrooms. That cool, Ben?
Of course. Please, allow me to do this task, young angel. It can take some getting used to.
Alright. Ellie, you're scarier than me, so why don't you take the lead?
In any other situation, I would be offended. All right, it's clear that your primary target during your attack was me. You were half right. This girl does work for me, but she did not when you attacked her. I decided your assumption was not a bad idea, so I must thank you for popping it into my mind.
You were innocent. God damn it. Were? Yes. She's with us now.
Let us cut to the chase, shall we? We have 2 questions. I know you're in a lot of pain, so I suggest you answer them as quickly as you possibly can. Did you attack us alone, and why?
I didn't attack you out of my decision. I was paid. It was a job. That's it.
So you are saying that it was not your order. Very well. Who ordered it?
I don't know their names.
Come on, dude. You're only prolonging the pain. Let's wrap it up.
I don't. I mean, okay, I overheard some rumors from some of the other guys, but I don't know for sure.
Well, humor us. What were the rumors?
A guy and a girl. The girl was a witch or a wizard or something.
Oh, yeah, those exist. Sorry, this must all be really new for you. Alright, give me a name.
I don't know it. It was storm or wind or something.
Weather.
That was it. Weather. Some witch named Weather. Really young.
She's not as young as she looks. She's their age.
You know her?
Yes, unfortunately I do.
Well, that makes the fact that she was dating the other guy, like, way less creepy.
What was his name?
Clive.
Well, we don't need a last name on Weather, but this guy we do. Clive what?
I don't know. Someone said his last name, but it sounded like bullshit.
Spit it out. Quit dragging this out.
Fine. Clive Van Helsing.
Van Helsing?
That is not good.
For more reasons than just one. Alright, you've done all we need. Thanks, buddy. Sayonara. Wait. Why do you need the barrel and the hydro fucking acid? I decided to take precautions just in case you were on the wrong team, and you were. So we're melting your body. Can't you have going being found now, can we? Jesus Christ, you're fucked up. I hope they find you. Sorry, dude. We do the finding.
I will need to put this in my notes. I will be in my chambers. Angel, please tend to the chores. Benjamin, please clean this mess up.
Right away, madame. I, as always, will act with the utmost speed.
Before that, come on. Kitchen. Hurry up, Goose. Come on. This is hard. I already told you. It's hard. And it's not going to get any easier than this. Although I will admit, we don't usually kill people. That's an anomaly. So this is a really bad impression of what we actually do. Look, I know you're shaky, so I'm going to give you the best advice I can possibly give you, especially if you're headstrong and staying in this. Look at me. What we did to him, we're not going to do to you. So here's my advice. Trust us. I know that sounds weak. I know that sounds like the lamest shit in the world, but believe me, it's the best advice I can give you. You need to trust us. Because if we wanted you dead, we would have just let you die where you were stabbed. You're a good kid. Obviously, you care about people. You haven't told your girlfriend or your friends about us yet, which is good. Because, well, Ellie probably would have killed him if you did, but that's not really details. Look, you're not meant for this. And I say that not because I feel that you're weak, not because I feel like you can't do it, but because you aren't. You weren't born for this. You were born for some other shit that you're bound to go off and be successful with. Fine, whatever. That's not my business. What you want to do with your life is completely up to you, but that's all out the window. If you want to stay with us, if you want to do this, if you want to make a difference to humanity, it's all gone. Your college career is going to end after college. It won't lead you anywhere. Whatever scholarship you get, your college career won't take you anywhere else. You're going to get too far in, too deep, and you won't be able to get out. You'll be too engrossed with this to be distracted with going out and getting a doctorate and becoming a surgeon. It won't work. Best case scenario, you end up somewhere in a dingy apartment working a part-time job that barely pays rent. Just so you can hunt. And you might think I'm crazy because why would you want to just engross your life with this? You're only doing it for the grade, but I guarantee you this is just the beginning. It doesn't get easier, but goddamn does it ever get hard to stop. And I know that because I can't stop either. I never will. And if Ellie happens to die one day, I don't know what I'll do. Because this is all I know. So, I can tell that you don't want to stop. I can tell you don't want to leave. So let me lay the table for you, doll. You're too good of a person for this. You don't have the will to do what we need to. So if you're going to stick with us, I strongly suggest you let us take care of everything. And if someone has to die, don't take the shot. And I knew that this would happen, so I poured you a drink preemptively. I really hope you like Captain Morgan. And if you don't, join the club. Bottoms up, Goose.